gets, DFID centrally funds a number of projects, and equally number of projects is funded by DFID Nepal office, and we have, more than 100 partners, I believe, implementing. So if we start going and attending workshops of all that we are funding, that will be the full-time job. So today I was able to spend whole day, so I'm really happy that I was here, because I did get a chance to listen to the findings, because I was involved right from the beginning of this project during the design stage, because when we began the relationship with the government was very adamant about, you economically empower women and all other problems will be solved. And here the economic empowerment was defined as increasing earning and income of women through self-help groups, through creating federations of women's groups. So this was very important for us to establish. When we were saying that it was not enough, it didn't carry much value, but now I think that argument will carry more value. And number two is that, this dissemination workshop is very useful because we were able to bring in people from different organizations. But I guess the next steps now will be to complete the analysis, because I understand there are still data, it still needs to be looked deeply into. So you analyze that and prepare some recommendations, policy recommendations and program recommendations. We say that Nepal, in relation to law, is very, very progressive, but its implementation is weak, but there's much more to that. So it would be important for us to get some of the recommendation, and also because this is 3-country study, it would be good to see a few best practices as well. Next is that, it's very comfortable to speak with those who are already converted, and in fact in this group many of us believe in many of the work that we are doing, and it's no surprise to say that if you earn an income, the confidence will increase. I mean, we knew that even without this study. If you have income, we all have experienced ourselves. But then, now the need is to stretch a little bit beyond and speak with people who are not on our side. Particularly those who are private sectors, bankers, working with financial institutions, and DFID has partnership with that kinds of institution. And I was talking to Rajni that it's very difficult to sometimes present argument in a very strong way. So we would like this study to help us present arguments very strongly that, yes, maybe in today's age you cannot deny your partnership with the private sector, but at least how can you mobilize them for the benefit of their workers, particularly women. And the last thing I think is the package materials. It's good, I see that in Nepali language. It would be good to share that with government parliamentarians, with senior level government bureaucrats, not only with folks from Ministry of Women and Children, because I hear that Ministry of Women and Children may not exist at all after the restructuring. So, we have to look for new partners and who are the new decision makers. So if we do all those things, it will be important. But from my level, what I could do is really share the presentations that, the briefings that you have shared with me, with my whole office, and then use the government's annual review meetings of the women children officers to present the study findings in a much simpler manner, so that, at least it's in the back of the mind, the findings are there, the evidence is there, and then when they are formulating their new interventions, they are aware in informing them. Otherwise, these kinds of studies happen plenty, but they just end up having a shelf life. So thank you very much for having me here.
My thanks is really to all of you for participating, for taking so much of your time to be part of this research. We couldn't have done it at all without all of our important stakeholders. So thank you for that. Thank you for also coming today and for being open and for having such amazing discussions. I've learned so much from so many different people around the room. So, that has been really great. As we've said, a lot of the work has finished, but in some ways is just beginning. John's got an enormous task on his hands. He's our research uptake person, so he's going to be really busy. And also I urge you, all of the things that John talked about, to look at the Facebook page, to keep in touch with, the Twitter account, all of these things, and the website. Stay in touch with it, because everything that is produced is going to go onto there. So I think the task now is we've got a final deadline from DFID, the 31st of March, so we've got to crack on, finish our report and really think about how our findings and how our recommendations can be very simple but easy to replicate, certainly in those 3 countries and in South Asia, but hopefully across to further countries. I mean, I'm working a lot with DFID these days, and DFID has got such a big agenda on learning lessons and taking lessons from one environment and one context and trying to see how they can be moved to others. So that's something that we're really going to be working hard on. But thank you very much, Karuna. We do really appreciate it, and we know that you don't come to whole day events, so we really do appreciate it. So thank you.
I really don't have much, or there's not much that I can add to that, but just to say, as Pulu said, the work is just beginning in many ways. So the publications will be streaming out, we hope, over the next 12 months even. And we intend to post them on our blog site, so that will continue, and we'll continue to also keep that updated and interactive. So please do follow us. In terms of questions that come to mind in your work, if you think, oh, I wonder if there's something in the data that could really support me in making a case for an intervention or for a policy or whatever, then please, you have my email, you have Emma's email, we have a programme email. Please do not hesitate to drop me or Emma a line, and we will do our very best to seek out evidence to support your work, because it is really, really very important. So thank you.
Thank you. Sorry. There are a lot of people that have been really important in this project, and a lot of you have seen a lot of the core team. I mean, Smita and Tamsin and Zara and Sudha, and all of our different country officers and Rajni. But the one person that's probably not been kind of at the forefront is Emma, who's just kind of facilitated, the logistics and the administration and the getting the reports done and just keeping everything going. So I just want to say a really special thank you to Emma.
Yeah. Thank you. Unless any of you want to say something, close. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.